Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays Dark Souls 3 as Thorn Forgery, the warrior. We're level 19. I just saw that on the loading screen, but I didn't want to show you the loading, the character select screen because there's also my other character on there who's a little bit further. I didn't want to spoil like a place name or anything like that. So I don't remember fully 100% exactly where we were, but we did beat the first boss. Oh, we just got to, well, technically the second boss, I guess, but we just got to Undead Settlement. I'm conscious of the fact people are going to want longer videos. I'm going to try to make these longer. Sometimes there's inconvenient bonfire locations that makes that a little difficult, but I'm gonna do my best here because I know people that are still into watching Dark Souls 3 stuff, even though there's gonna be spoilers. Well, I mean, first off, thank you. If you're watching but you do care about spoilers, I apologize. I'm not saying the spoiler thing is a non-issue, but I appreciate the people who are watching and who have chosen to spend their Dark Souls 3 time with me for now. I recognize you do have a choice and are probably exercising that choice as well, but yeah, we'll try to get it a little longer here. Undead Settlement is a pretty robust area. I don't want to spoil too much about, you know, the length of the area or, you know, what the structure of the area is beyond the fact that there's a few enemies around us here. Let me get my sea legs underneath me. I forgot we were wearing like this dope-ass Balder gear as well. We don't really need to fight these guys, and as a result, I probably should not. As a general rule in Dark Souls, you know, if you don't have to fight something, why fight it? I do like looking at my hair, but maybe we'll put on this sweet-ass worker hat. Look like a... oh my god. Trick or treat. Okay. Let's do this. Undead Settlement. You want to peek around the corners there, see if we can find anything. Those dogs are still going to town back there. We do get introduced to a few different kinds of new enemies here. I gotta admit, the enemies seem like real Bloodborne-y here. Lots of like workers and farmers carrying like equipment that you would expect to be used to till the land and stuff like that. And also some interesting new mechanics. By the way, thank you to everybody who told me that there actually is a jump button. If you run and click the left analog stick, you jump. I skipped over that in the tutorial. That's okay. Better late than never. There are some items we'll be able to get in Undead Settlement as a result of having that knowledge. So I appreciate the concern. Charcoal Pine Bundle. That is basically resin that we can use to give ourselves fire damage on our weapon. There's more of those guys down here as well. I have played past this point of the game, and I've played up to, as of right now, up to the next boss. And I've beaten the next boss. So pretty soon, we may be in uncharted territory, but oh, more resin is actually awesome here. I kind of like being a little bit ahead, but not super far ahead, and not, you know, having done the boss 40 times so that it's automatic, but at least having an idea of what to do strategy-wise so I don't just, you know, bash my head up against it 20 times. I want to see what the Thrall Axe is like here. Thrall Axe. Really low weights. Decent damage, actually. Not compared to our Fire Broadsword, but, you know, that's to be expected considering we didn't imbue this with anything yet. That's actually decent damage. Lucerne is pretty dope as well, but I don't think we're going to rock that. I think we're going to continue rocking the sword right now because I'm familiar with the moveset. Be wary of Fatty. You're not wrong. There's some tough enemies in this area. I'm going to be an idiot. And I think I'm going to try to fight these guys, even though there's 20 of them here. Because there's some items over here, and I didn't actually get all of them off camera because of the fact that one of the enemies we're going to fight here is just a real piece of shit. Wow, that was dumb. Just like a full-on garbage monster. And you can probably guess it's the enemy that looks a little bit like the Chandler Bing there. I've never been hit by this, so it'll be a new era if I get tagged by that one. Just want to avoid that. Take out the melee enemies first. Ah! Okay, good stuff, good stuff. The magic attack may have actually killed some of the melee units. I'm not sure if they take damage by it. The good news, on a personal level, is that I never had to deal with this last time because I just died, like, instantly. So, This enemy, oh, it does bleed. I see. Hits us through the shield as well. This enemy's a real asshole. Lots of physical damage. You wouldn't think that a book would be such an effective weapon, but it is. They also have an attack. Oh no. What in the world was that? They also have an attack where they light themselves on fire and then grab you, and it's pretty much an instant KO at lower HP. Evangelist gloves. Didn't get those in my off-camera play, so we'll put those on. What's our equipment load at? 61. Always roll no pants. Maybe not the best idea. I'll put the pants on. I'll put some pants on. This might still put us in fat roll territory, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. For now, at least. It still seems pretty nimble. Okay, so we got an item over here. Soul of an unknown traveler. Might be useful to crunch that later. Oh, there's still a few more enemies left, but these guys should be no problem. I have to admit, I'm doing a lot better on this playthrough than I was off camera at this point. Having that fire gem as a starting item actually did a lot of good stuff for me. Kind of expedited the process of getting through here. Ember. Ember's pretty good. I think it's functionally similar to humanity. Now, when I played off camera, I went across that bridge. So this is going to be a new... well, let me put it this way. Oh, an Estus shard as well. You know, I'm really glad I went through that area. I'm also creeping into a whole new era. G-Funk step to this, I dare ya. Funk on a whole new level. The rhythm is the bass, and the bass is the treble. Okay, careful with that, I guess. What the hell? Freaking skeleton cages. It's one of my favorite cages next to Nicolas Cage's. You can knock these bodies down. Oh, I'm gonna get ambushed by these guys. I can already tell you that much. Large soul of a deserted corpse. Who's got one? One of you fuckers is gonna come to life. Yeah, there you go. Does not open from this side. I'm hoping there's some new items over here, because honestly, I can't imagine that there's like a boss down here. This seems a little bit more like a side area. Enemies always trying to jump down on you from above. Like, yo, be nice. There's some really cool set pieces in this area as well that I won't spoil until we actually get to them. That was dumb, but you'll see. All right, doing fine so far. Still 3 Estus. I hate these skeleton cages. Why can't you just be Nicolas Cage's? They do like no damage, but it's still just, it's a shock, man. Fuck all ceramics. Okay, be very careful. Very, very careful. Soul of an unknown traveler. More souls. I don't mind. You know, it is nice to have a nice chunk of souls that you can just crunch whenever you really feel like you're desperately in need of another level. Non-urgent, though. Oh, god dang it. I've never fought one of these guys, like, in a ranged capacity like this before. Whip! Oh, I've totally been here. But I came in through the other side. So I'm actually a little confused about where we at right now. Where they at, though? I gotta be honest, I don't know that song. I only know it from the video of the news anchor dancing along to it. You know which one I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if we can goad this individual into jumping down here. Yes. Yes, I was talking to you. Thank you. Okay, now that you're down here, we should be pretty well off. Just watch out for the fire transforming attack. That is very scary. Look, you guys are gonna think I was totally like blowing smoke up your ass. Oh, these guys are hard. Yeah, whatever, Northernlion, you just smoked the shit out of them. Well, it's true, but I have fought them before. They did give me a death, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. So I think there's it's a pretty item-rich area over here. What I don't know if it's rich in is bonfires, but I'm certainly hoping. I think this is where you go up here to fight that channeler-type creature. hereafter known as the Chenandler Bing. But, obviously we don't need to do that. Jumped off and mercifully didn't take any fall damage. Watch out for the ambush, and... Whoa! Invaded by Mad Dark Spirit, Holy Knight, Hodrick. Yo, this might be a real person. Or it could be an NPC. Mound Makers, Holy Knight, Hodrick. I actually have no idea. This is super cool. This is my first invasion. This is bad. Yo, Holy Knight, Hodrick. I'm gonna duel your ass up here. Hopefully that mob doesn't know how to handle this shit. Oh, that's bad. Come on, get a taste. Unless you're AI. Bow to your sensei. Well, this is intense, man. What drives me right now is the knowledge that this could be another streamer. And if it's another streamer, I don't want to go out like a little punk, you know? I'll fight in traditional Dark Souls 1 fashion. Oh! He got me. Oh, that's some juicy backstabs right there, I'm not gonna lie. But I am gonna Estus. Because I have no respect for honor. Hey, you invaded my game, man. If you didn't want to play by my rules, you should stay back. What was that? It's healing him over time. Invaders can heal? And Estus? To this I say no. To this I say no! Maybe it's a weaker Estus? He didn't seem to heal for that much. That was a good attack on his part. Good press, because I was going for the heal there. Alright. Well, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. If I gotta hit him with some black fire bombs, I gotta hit him with some black fire bombs. That's fine by me. What is this thing? Probably should stay away from that, huh? Oh, big miss. I saw we got quite the duel going on here, Hodrick. I really thought I could get him before he got me there. Probably gonna die if I'm being honest. Maybe if I play it super tight. That was probably okay for me. Is he actually trying to Estus again? Yo, dude. When I Estus, you Estus, and then we both Estus. Oh my god, he did it! I can't even be mad. That was beautiful. You parried me in online before the game has even come out, you beautiful bitch. It's a close one. It's a close one. I think we can both be happy with this, no matter how it goes down. Mostly because I just won. Okay. I gotta admit. Dark Spirit, Holy Knight, Hodrick, I don't think you're a human being. I think you're AI. And maybe I'm getting a little bit, up my butt here. Special bone found by killing in other worlds. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't an AI. I have to be honest, I'll probably die and lose my souls. I don't really mind. Can I use an ember to heal? No. I'm pretty much stuck, health-wise. So I think I'm just gonna roll with it. And if I die, I die. 2,000 souls doesn't bother me. The loss of 2,000 souls, I should say, doesn't bother me. Oh my god, I forgot. There's a bonfire right there. Holy Christ! This was a particularly successful bonfire here. I'm really impressed. I hope that was another human being. I don't know. I do know that we can do something with those, with those vertebrae shackle, though. Or vertebra shackle. Before I didn't have one. Yo, that's bullshit that this doesn't open from this side. I know exactly what's in there, and I actually came down here from the other path once, but sure, we can do things this way if you want. This area is awesome and fucked up, and you never want to see it more than once. That's where we came down from. So get this guy to come back. Prepare for a lot of fighting and a lot of cursing, and also maybe a little bit of a wow, Owen Wilson style moment. But also, this is almost like, I wouldn't quite describe this as like, as bad as the Anor Londo archers, but it's the closest thing that I've encountered in Dark Souls 3 so far to the frustration experience there. Okay. You got anything for me? Usually like 320 souls, something like that. All right, now get ready for this. First off, a lot of enemies over there. You ready to attack them? Let's attack them. Let's not. Let's run away. Because there's a fucking Dragon Slayer Great Arrow that comes down and hits whoever happens to be unlucky enough to be in that area. As you can see. Now, the range on these is outrageous. It also happens to kill enemies for us, which is beautiful, but I can't stress enough. After doing this part 50 times... you would much rather not have the arrows and just physically fight them. I promise you that. The arrows have stopped, but they never stop. Oh my god, we're actually inside. I think we can still be hit if we get super unlucky. But truth be told, the fact that we just lucked out and did that first try actually makes me very angry. And I mean that. We can make that jump, yeah. I mean that it makes me angry, because it took me fucking forever to do this in my off-camera playthrough. Those things never stop firing, and they aggro the shit out of you. So we just got this great scythe I've never seen in the game before. Slash, special ability is neck swipe. Heavy, of course, but also good damage. That could be a fun item to use, but it's kind of more of a two-hander, I think. And we have actually made a lot of progress. A lot more progress than I thought we would have made. Because this is a boss right here. We won't open this door just yet. I mean, we could open this door. I don't know about this. I don't think there is a hidden path ahead, honestly. I've looked at this myself. Thought maybe a firebomb would solve it. I don't know. Okay, we'll open this door. But it's not really a shortcut. This is just an alternate way to get down into this area. Or maybe I took the alternate way the first time. I don't know. So we're going to try to fight the boss with 3 Estus. I really doubt it's going to work out, but we're going to give it a shot. This is the Greatwood? Blighted Cursed Greatwood? Something like that. Kind of a cross between the witches from Bloodborne and like the Rotten from Dark Souls 2. Curse-rotted Greatwood, that's it. So, we have a lot of these enemies down here in the arena, but what's really cool about this boss is that it's actually multi-staged, which I don't know if that's novel, really, in Dark Souls, but it's kind of neat that the arena sort of changes at least once as the fight goes on, and the boss changes as well. It also is a boss that, it kind of reminds me of fighting the spider boss from Dark Souls 2, just a little bit. It's also, from my perspective, this is the first boss in the game that actually is hard, because it doesn't just adhere to Dark Souls style, hit him in the crotch. That being said, his weak point is his crotch. So, be prepared for that. But this is an annoying fight because there's so much crowd control. And also, this guy can do some serious damage. You also, some attacks effectively have to be dodge rolled, which is why I kind of consider this a cool fight from like a tutorialization standpoint. Run, run. I will, oh yeah. I would say my chances of success are quite low here. Based on the fact that I only have 2 Estus left. Sometimes he does kill his own enemies, but, you know, you should be so lucky. This attack also spawns poison around it, which kind of, I guess, gives you a chance to go back and look and see if there's other enemies. But then, oh, there's poison! There we go. You might be saying you're doing no damage to him, but it's really like when he, when his eggs explode, that's when the most damage is done. And it's kind of like, it's almost like a Super Nintendo style boss, in the sense that it has like 5 weak points. One of which is that new arm that just came out. But for the second phase, I actually like attacking the eggs on his back, or his butt type area. Oh, I forgot about that. Where's his arm? No, we're not gonna get a chance to do much damage there. Yeah, I like attacking him in the back if possible. At this point, he stopped spawning new minions as well, so it took me forever to figure out, like, I'm like, man, I'm doing 80 damage. It's going to take me 100 hits to kill this guy. How am I going to do it? And the truth is, I think once you get to the second phase, it actually becomes a little easier. Or maybe it's just because you figured out the necessary, you know, prerequisite step in the patterns before then. You can also two-hand a lot when you get to this point. Where does that arm go? Oh, I'm blocked out anyway. It's alright. Patience is your friend on this fight, too. Little poison, just back it up. I mean, we can pick up these items if we want. Get a wooden shield and a homeward bone. Eventually, we are gonna, like right now, I can see the comments in advance. This guy's so easy. All you gotta do is stand behind him. Yo, it's gonna get worse. We are gonna have to dodge him, I promise you that. But first, we might just hit him in the testicles a few more times. Usually I like to dodge roll that attack. Okay. He does have a few more on his back, but I don't know if he actually takes damage there. So I'm going to focus predominantly on his arm, if possible. Getting a little front egg action is fine by me. That was dumb. That was dumb. Have patience. Have patience. Estus at the right moment. Which probably was not then, but it did work out. Still got one Estus left. That could be enough, honestly, even though he's only half dead. If we play our cards right, that could be enough. I hate this attack. I don't want to read your freaking messages, Dark Knight Hodrick. Okay. What's going on? You doing a swing? He's doing a swing. We gotta get in there. There we go. We hit him. That's an attack that scoops us up. Okay, there's that done. Now we go to town on the hands. This is a big moment. We could possibly make this work. Estus. Now we're stuck with this, so don't get hit. It's much better to miss our attacks, but not get hit. Because we can actually make this work here. Clutch dodge. Play it. Lay it on the line. He's going up. He's going down. He's doing some hand slaps. We're not far off from greatness here. Oh, we got him! Holy crap. That is actually a bit surprising to me. Soul of the Rotted Greatwood and a transposing kiln. So I think there's a... well, there's definitely a bonfire down here. What's up with this turkey? Might have been one of the dudes who fell down here? I don't know. Let's travel back to Firelink Shrine here. Ooh, and once we level up, I think that'll be the end of this episode, but that was really productive. I didn't actually think we'd get to the exit in this one. On the next video, we may actually go the alternate way through the Undead settlement, because we have a new area to open up, and also there's a lot of stuff we missed. So don't expect to find a boss in the next episode, but I'm really pleased with the way this one went down already. All right, so level up. Probably just take Vitality and Endurance for now. I'd like to get those both to level 20, if possible. We'll take mostly Endurance. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.